Hey guys, I feel like it has been so long since I have done a sit down video and talked with you. So it's probably been since early December, but I feel like I've been seeing you so much because I was doing Vlogmas this past December. So let's do our 2018 favorites. I'm doing beauty and a few randoms because I didn't really have a ton of randoms to warrant another video, so I thought I would just stick them in here. So it may be a really long video, so get a drink, get a snack, and let's get started. I hope the coloring is okay. I sat down and it looked decent on this end, so we'll see. I'm afraid this bedspread may mess up the coloring. Okay, let's get started with beauty, and I guess I'll just go in order of how I apply it to my face. Okay, let me start this disclaimer. A lot of people do these beauty favorites like everything that was just new to them in 2018. What was, either discovered that year, just came out that year, or whatever. I'm not really doing it that way. I'm just doing the stuff that I loved most in 2018. If it came out that year, great. If it's an old-time favorite, great. That's just how I thought I would do it. But for the most part, it is still kind of new to me in 2018. Okay, the Bobbi Brown face base, the vitamin rich face base. This is the mini I picked up, and I used it some earlier in the year or whenever I picked it up, but I didn't really start falling in love with it until it started getting cooler. And I'm almost done with this little jar. I don't know if you can tell. I've already picked up the full size because I know I like it that much. Sometimes I'll use a moisturizer, but this is almost like a 2-in-1 because I don't know if they market it as exactly a moisturizer or a primer, but it's kind of like a priming moisturizer is how I view it. I'm sorry, my eye's itching a little bit. It just seems to make my makeup go on more smoothly. It doesn't have that silicone feel, which I absolutely detest. My makeup just wears nicer. It seems to stick around better. My skin stays more hydrated. I just really enjoy it. It has a shea butter base, so if you don't like shea butter, you definitely would not like it, but I really do enjoy it, and I feel like I don't feel like it's irritating my skin. It's just kind of like a priming moisturizer. That's the easiest way to describe it. And then this has been, I've talked about this combo so much this year that I know if you've watched any of my makeup videos, you already know what combo I'm going to talk about. It's the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation and the L'Oreal Pro Matte Mixed. I like them both on their own, but together they're magic. I think they combine the best of the best. For reference, I wear LN4 in the Healthy Wear and 102 Shell Beige. I did finish this up already, so I pulled it out of my empties bag. And since I had this, I decided I had a little tiny sample size of that Fenty foundation that I mixed with this to kind of see if it would make the same result. And the L'Oreal is so much better than that. But I have it on today, the combo of this and the Fenty, because it was the closest I could get to it. And it just gives you that soft, kind of skin-like look. To me, it's like a demi-matte. It's almost satiny. I picked this up in like March, and I have worn this consistently. And I'm not saying I'm only to there, but that's the farthest I can see of where I am. So I don't know. That's just blowing my mind. I have to say, I don't wear a ton of foundation when I'm wearing it. Like, I take it out and I just wipe whatever on the doe foot. What I do is when you take the doe foot out, there's some on it. I wipe that off and then apply. So it's a very, very thin amount. And I think it has decent coverage. Not a ton. That's why, I want to say it's probably like a medium coverage. So that's why I started with the Pro Matte to kind of boost up the coverage. But I just really liked the finish. But I still do enjoy this by itself. Okay. Then highlight. I discovered this either at the beginning of 2018 or like the very, very end of 2017. And it's the Cover FX Moonlight Highlight. This is the little mini. I did actually buy the full size on Cover FX website when they were doing like a mega sale, because I don't know if they're discontinuing it, but they just aren't marketing it. I'll put it that way. It looks like the most nothing in the pan, and it looks almost kind of gold. I'm wearing it on my cheek today, and I built it up a little bit more so that it would translate on camera. It has almost like a silvery tone. The only other person I've ever heard talk about it is Meg's Makeup 8, and she just talked about it so much. And when people talk about stuff that much, you start thinking, let me try it. I don't care what highlight you like, order it. You can return it if you don't like it. I don't think you're going to be disappointed unless you're one of those like bam in your face Becca highlight fans only. If that's the only kind you like, then this would not be enough for you. But just in the day-to-day, I think it's great. Now, it's not going to have like that buttery feeling like the Becca, but it's just, it's beautiful. And, you know, I don't know why more people don't give it a try, quite honestly. I think it's that good. Okay. And I didn't pick something from like every category. I didn't go in and say, let me pick a foundation or this, but I'm just kind of sticking to the categories. So this is an eyeliner. It was not new to me. I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued, but I'm going to share it because it's just been a favorite of mine and maybe somebody can give me a dupe. It's the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, but it's in the shade Sienna. And that's what's the love. I have it on today. I wear it every day. It is an extreme warm matte brown. I don't even know how you would go around. I mean, I don't know the way to describe it. Sienna. I love it. I have it on today. I just love those warm browns on me. I think they are more flattering on my green eyes and my skin tone than a black, but it's still pretty dark. But it's not like a cool brown or neutral brown. It's a really extreme warm brown. And then I wore this one today. It's the Marc Jacobs Omega Shadows in the Big O. I just applied it all over my lids. I love this shadow. I wear it 99% of the time I'm wearing makeup. I love it. It's one of those just good neutral, not neutral. It's kind of like a pinky brown. You know, it's that really good pretty crease color. I'll do a tiny swatch. But it's, you know, that shade that I love so much. So I wear it all the time. I should have got a wet wipe. I may have to get up. And then the other shadow type thing I wear pretty much when I'm not wearing that is the Bobbi Brown Longwear Shadow Stick in the shade Taupe. And I'm going to have to pick up a full size of this soon. And it is there. It has a very camel type color, where this is a little more pinky, this is a little more camel, and this definitely gives more color and it's darker to where if I feel like, not that if I want a darker eye by any means, but just a little bit darker, I'll reach for that. I love it. Now, the Bobbi Brown shadow sticks, they go on it's a very smooth feeling, but they set really quick. I'm not going to say it's my favorite shadow stick formula of all time, but it is my favorite shadow stick color probably of all time. Now, y'all know I love the Laura Mercier Amethyst for the lower lash line, but I feel like this year my makeup's just, it's always pretty minimal, but I feel like I've just really found what I loved the most this year and what I stick to and I feel like is the most flattering on me, and I just love these. So I think this shade is really worth trying. Okay, I'm going to roll up my sleeves a little because if I do any more swatches, I don't want to get it on my shirt. So for lip products, this one, it's the same boat with the Cover FX. I don't know if I picked it up at the very end or the very beginning, but it's the Bare Minerals Gin Nude Buttercream Lip Gloss in Sugar. I love these lip glosses. They're almost like a liquid lipstick because they are so thick and long wearing. Now Sugar, you may think, that's not your typical nude, Daleen, but on the lips, it is just the most pretty everyday color. It actually looks like it's pulling warmer on my hand than it is. On the lips, it's more of a cooler kind of nude, but it's so pretty. Excuse me, I'm surprised I haven't finished this up. Crap. When I wear my hair down, y'all, I mess with it so much, and my hair looks a hot mess. I'll get to that in a minute. But I love this. And then other than that, I have two other glosses and another lip product. This is the Beauty Counter. It was the Holiday Nudes Kit. I think it's sold out on the website, but you can check eBay. It was a set of 3 colors. The other one's put away, but these were my favorites out of the 2. I was really blown away by these lip glosses. I picked them up later in the year, and they have just been a favorite. The shade Praline and the shade Caramel. One has shimmer, one is a cream. They're fantastic lip glosses. And I'm mentioning these even though the kids sold out. Check eBay. That's a terrible wink. I'm not a winker, but do that. Sometimes there's some deals on it. The formula of them is so nice. It has a peppermint scent. They're a really good gloss. They're just really nice. There's tons of colors, so check some out if you're curious. And then this one I meant to put on before we started and I kind of forgot. But the L'Oreal Shine lipsticks, specifically in the shade Shining Peach. I had picked up those other two nude ones in December and I like those fine, but I just haven't worn them as much, and this one has been my favorite. I'm wearing the Dior Lip Maximizer, which it's pretty much worn off. Yeah, you know this is a me color. I love the Shining Peach. It is that really just shimmery, not shimmery, but shiny, glossy, kind of pinky peach nude with that really pretty, that kind of glossy look. That's pretty much the only lipsticks I like anymore. I equate it to kind of like the Dior Addict. I feel like it's very similar, but it's from the drugstore. It does not have the typical L'Oreal taste or smell. I promise I wouldn't wear it if it did, because that is terrible. I'm going to have to get up and go get a baby wipe on the side of the bed because I do not want to get makeup all over my clothes. Guys, I realized I forgot something. Hold on. Okay, real professional. Okay, to skincare. It's been more like a year of skincare for me instead of a year of makeup. I mean, I bought some makeup, but I feel like I've really just gotten into skincare. I've always liked it, but this year, I don't know. I think my skin's looking pretty good for somebody with the, you know, if you've been around for a while, then you know my trials with my rosacea. So I have to give major props to the Drunk Elephant skincare. I know everybody talks about them. I know it's just, if you're not like into the Drunk Elephant, you're probably rolling your eyes now. But last year 2017 is when I discovered vitamin C serum. I fell in love with the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum and it did great things for my skin, but then I bumped it up to a stronger vitamin C, and this one is for Superior. The other one is a great starter serum. I do not knock it at all, but if you're already using vitamin C, then you're just not going to find it that effective to you. I love this so much. There is a few others that are more affordable that a lot of people talk about that I do want to try, but if I can get this on sale, like I just picked it up at the VIB sale, then I will get that. If I am in between uses and I can't get it on sale, then I definitely want to try either the Timeless or the May Love. But I heard one of them was not good for sensitive skin, so I'll have to research that. Those are not favorites. Never tried them. This is. And then the TLC Glycolic. I noticed the biggest difference in my skin when I'm using Glycolic. I tried this Sunday Riley Good Genes a long time ago. I don't think my skin does well with lactic acid, and most recently I tried the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow, and it didn't do me any favors. I think once again it has lactic acid and that irritates it, or I don't know, the combination just doesn't work, where this is amazing for my skin. My skin seems to really respond well to Glycolic, so I love it a lot. Okay, and then for masks, earlier in the year, before I picked up the refill of this, I was in between, and so I pulled out I had this, the Herbivore Blue Tansy Resurfacing Mask. You can see I have just a little bit left, and I was using this weekly, and it provides a pretty good resurfacing. I'm not going to say it replaces, you know, using a glycolic every day, but I think it's a good addition, or maybe if you don't really have a lot of issues on needing a glycolic all the time, I think this is a really excellent mask, especially for exfoliating. I love it a lot. It's very, very good. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it as soon as I run out, because I think there's another glycolic mask I want to pick up, but this one is really, really good. Okay, 2 other masks that I've enjoyed a lot this year. This one is a really new favorite, but I've fallen head over heels, and it's the Dr. Jart Water Fuse Hydro Sleep Mask. I got a mini of this in a kit I picked up in the VIB sale, and I had heard Michelle 1218 talk about it, so I decided to just go ahead and try it. And I applied it over all of my nighttime skincare routine. And I noticed, I mean, I've just really enjoyed it. I think it's helped my skin stay more supple during the winter months and not so dry. There for a little bit I had ran out, I think before I picked up the full size, or maybe I just like took a week off, something like that. And I noticed my skin when I would do my foundation was like kind of wanting to peel off and not rub in nice. My skin just needed moisture. And this has just seemed to really work well for me. I read, when I was reading the description, I read somewhere that it helps redness, and I don't know that it's necessarily helping my rosacea, but my rosacea is looking better than ever, and I'm using this. I'm not saying this is the end-all be-all, like if you have rosacea, go pick up this, but I think in conjunction with everything else I do, I think it does help, and I really enjoy it. And it's not one of those sleep masks that's real yucky and you're going to feel like your skin's real tacky, you know, because I just can't get into that. I think I need to do an updated rosacea video for the record. In case you're one of my rosacea watchers, I think I need to do that. Okay, one more mask I either found at the end of last year or early in the year, and I finally picked up a full size, was the Pharmacy Honey Potion. I've gone through a few of the minis and then I picked this up. I wanted to wait for the VIB sale, and it's like this, almost like a Vaseline in texture. It's a very thick jelly, and when you rub it on your skin, it is very warming, and I think it's really enjoyable in the winter for one. But something about the honey, it seems to always help with breakouts. It seems to make my skin better. It seems to help keep it a little moisturized. It's just one of those masks I enjoy doing in the winter. I don't know, some people may not think that masking does that much for their skin, but when I'm a little more regular with my masking, I feel like my skin just looks better, and it seems to do good. It just seems to do well and look better. I don't know. I really enjoy it, and this is one of my favorite masks of the year. Okay, 2 more skincare products. I follow a bunch of skincare people on Instagram, and these are not just like general people like me that go out and pick up skincare and try and review. These are people that, I mean, they test the pH of the cleansers. I mean, they are really thorough, and they have a lot of scientific background, and you can tell they're extremely educated on it. They're not just like reading the labels. I mean, I feel like I do research on stuff. I read labels and ingredients, but these people are far more extreme than I am. And there's one lady I really enjoy following, and she is always testing the pH of different cleansers. And this was one she had talked about for a while, and I'd kind of put off ordering because I really don't need a face wash, but I picked it up anyways over the summer. And it's by the brand Crave, and it's the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. I really enjoy this. It has matcha in it, which is an antioxidant, and then it's the hemp seed oil, and that's kind of the hydrating. But it's just so, I don't know what the pH is, but she did the pH test, and it was in like it was in a great range. It was ideal. It has a healthy pH, hydration, antioxidants, and no irritation. Now, it's not one of those foaming cleansers, so if that's something you look for, then I think you might be disappointed. But my particular skin reacts better with the ones that don't foam, but it's a gel, so I feel like it is cleaning. I just really love it. I have less than half of it left. I enjoy it immensely. It is far my favorite cleanser I own. If you want something that's very non-irritating, cleansing, everything good for your skin, pick this up. It doesn't have any added fragrance. I love it a lot. Okay. Oh, I forgot these. The Peter Thomas Roth Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrogel Eye Patches. Sorry. I've used probably half of these. They are the most moisturizing eye patches I have. I really like them a lot. They've taken the place of, I'm not going to say they're my favorite, These in the Skin Iceland I like a lot, but I do think these are probably more hydrating than the Skin Iceland. So I do love those. Okay, body wash. This is a fresh new bottle that I'm going to put in my shower as soon as I get some other things out. It's the Dial Marula Oil Body Wash. It's amazing. I love it. It's moisturizing. I can't skip body lotion. It smells like $1,000,000. I'm using the hand soap at my sink right now. Pick it up. Pick it up. You can't lose. I think it's hard to find. Some people say they can find it everywhere around them. I can't find it everywhere around me. My mom always finds it at her Dollar General. I did recently see it at my local Walmart for the first time ever. So if you ever see it, pick it up, smell it, give it a try. I don't think you can lose. Okay. Favorite perfume, hands down for the year. I'm not going to say it's my favorite of all time, but it's in the tops. Jo Malone Wild Bluebell. I love it so much. I had the mini earlier in the summer. I used the whole mini up and then I repurchased this one. It's a little bit more of a summer scent to me, so I haven't been reaching for it in a while. So after I used up the mini and then got this, I was kind of phasing out of the summer scents. I don't know what it is. I tell you this every time. Something about it reminds me of like maybe a flower at the beach. I don't think bluebells are necessarily at the beach, but that's just kind of the vibe it gives me. Nobody hardly talks about this wild bluebell scent from Jo Malone. If you ever have a chance to try it, try it. I think it's just pretty and sweet and soft and subtle and fresh. It's not one of those in-your-face scents. It's just really nice. And I would like you to try it because I don't want it to get discontinued. Okay, so for home fragrance, I have two scents that I've loved so much. Scentsy Sweet Plum Pastry. It's not always available, but if it is, snatch it up. My friend Alexis on here always talked about it so much that when they did the Bring Back My Bar, I think I got like 5 or 6 bars. Like, not even sure what it smelled like, but I was just trusting her because she raved about it. And she did not let me down. You know, I didn't really know what a plum in bakery scents would smell like. So I kind of say it's kind of like a berry, but it's different. But if you don't like blueberry type scents, then I don't know if you would like it. But this smells like the most luxuriously gourmet, buttery, sweet pastry ever. It's amazing. I've gone through countless of these. And then another one on Alexa's recommendation is Sassy Girl Aroma Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I don't know when she stocked her store. It's one of those, it's not like a real, it's just her. So I don't know if she does it monthly or how often. So if you really want to check them out, I think you need to get on her mailing list. Oh, this is a chunk bag. So it came with tons of little wax tarts. I'm down to probably the bottom 4th. It's just so cupcake, cookie, sweet, delicious. Everything I look for in a home fragrance. I mean, if you don't want to smell a bakery when you come into, I mean, that's what my home, I'll strive for it to smell like a bakery. Maybe disappointing to my family when they come home, but okay. The O-ring. I picked this up. When did I pick this up? I don't know. Early in the year. I always hear people talk about them. I finally picked one up. I have the silicone and the rose gold. I love it. If you, I mean, really anybody, but especially if you're like running an errand, running in a store, and you know, you have your hands full, whether you're in college, walking to your classes, or your mom, or you do whatever, I think you could benefit from this. I just have my keys on it and I can do this and it's so handy. I absolutely love it. Could you find a replacement for less? Probably. I don't know of any, or I would share it with you. Okay, 2 more things and then we're done. The Revlon hair blow dryer tool. I did not use it on my hair today. I was going to do it so I could be like, this is how my hair looks with it. Chaos ensured at our house. My dishwasher broke this morning, so needless to say, my hair started drying. I didn't have time. I used something else that sucks in comparison. This, other than today, this is 2019. This was the only hair tool that I used all year. and y'all, I mean, if I fixed my hair, y'all know I'm so low maintenance with it. I just section it into 2 sections, and then I showed you a clip in Vlogmas how I do it. Yeah, if I can remember to link that, I will do that so you can catch a little clip. It's so smoothing to your hair. It eliminates the need to blow dry and then straighten your hair. It's low maintenance. I don't have really coarse or really curly hair, so I couldn't say that it would replace a straightener if that is what you battle with. But for me, if you have similar hair texture to mine, mine's pretty straight. It has a little bit of wave in the back. It's fine. I just have a lot of it, but I love this. I know I've told 2 friends about it, and they picked it up and love it as well. So, I don't know. I do realize I have one more thing. My Dyson stick vacuum. I didn't put the attachment pole on it to bring it in here because I just didn't think it was necessary. Mine is the V7 Animal. I can't tell you if this model is any better than the rest. There are plenty of reviews that give you more info than I can. It's amazing. I will never, hopefully, go back to using a corded vacuum. I just can't be bothered with that. The hassle of that after having a cordless stick. It's so light. That's how loud it is. I can do it all through my house. You can take that off and you can take this to your car. It's so easy. It's just hands down the best thing in 2018. This kind of. My van is probably the topper in 2018. But this is a very close second. It's amazing. I know they're expensive, but I'm telling you, especially if you have little kids or pets and you battle with vacuuming all the time. I mean, if you have, you know, all the time in the world to pull around your vacuum and the cord and that doesn't bother you, that's fine. But like, I vacuum every day, sometimes multiple times a day. So this has been just a game changer for me. And then lastly, a pair of leggings. And I love them so much. I have 4 pair. This is a new pair. I decided to get the short length this time. They're the American Eagle Play 7/8 leggings. I wear the size medium. I can wear smalls or mediums in leggings, but these definitely are, I don't want to say they run on the small side, but more small to true to size. And I wear the regular length and they hit me in the perfect ankle length, but I decided to get the short length just to try. Now, when you hold them up, they do look very small. My gosh, my face looks really white. They stretch. I had like a brain. I mean, they're very stretchy. Now, if you can tell, they're not shiny, but they're not like a matte cotton either. They're a silky look. They're not quite like the Zella. If I had to say, they were kind of like a cross between the Zella and the Hue. No, not the Hue. I don't know. They're like a more toned down version of Zella. They're more comfortable. They're not as constricting, but you could work out in them, but they still look casual. I love them so much. I did get a blue pair because one of my friends had picked up the blue pair and she liked them so much, and I do like them, so I did get the blue pair. They're my favorite legging. They're so comfortable. They're so thin and lightweight and comfy. They look a little nicer because a lot of those, like I have a lot of those Victoria's Secret pink leggings, the cotton ones, and after so long they just have that faded look. I don't know, they just don't look as nice, so I just kind of want to wear them at home. I really like the Zella leggings though, but I think those are better. And I did hear that they are made in the same place as the Lululemon leggings, and they're a dupe to the Align. I've never had those, so I can't say, but that's just what I hear, coming from somebody that supposedly loved those leggings too. And they run sales on them. I've seen them as low as $17, and I don't know, what do they retail for? American Eagle's always running some sales. I think the retail price is supposedly $39.95. I've never seen it that much. The most I've probably seen is like $29, but typically they're like $17, $19, or $23-ish. So I'll try to link those below so you can find them exactly. So that is my 2018 favorites. I hope you enjoyed. If you've tried any of the stuff that I've told you to try, whether it's in the favorites or throughout the year, let me know, because I really like to know when you try stuff I recommend. And I mean, I really like to know if you like it, but I do want to know, tell me if you've tried anything that I've said to try and what you thought, because that's really enjoyable to me. And if you have some favorites and you don't make videos, then share them down below. I would love to hear. And I just want to say thank you guys for always watching. Thank you for all your sweet comments in my Vlogmas. That was also a favorite of mine. And on my Vlogmas Christmas Day vlog, check it, because I commented back to the winner, but I haven't heard back. And I'm trying to give enough time because I don't want to move on to the next person because I'm going to feel terrible. So if you have not watched, I don't know, just go if you commented on that and check to make sure I haven't commented back to you, because I'm afraid I'm going to have to move to the next person pretty soon, which I don't want to do, but I don't want to wait too long. So, okay, anyways, enough of that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.